Hi everyone. Welcome to Daily Stoic Quotes. Imagine this. In just a few seconds, you'll step into a journey that could completely reshape your life in 2025. This isn't an empty promise. It's a commitment to mastering yourself, starting right now. Do you dare believe that by focusing solely on yourself, you could become a stronger, more resilient version of you, one that even you'd be amazed by? Stoicism says you can, and you must. Look around. Social media never stops buzzing. Work pressures weigh you down, and society's expectations pull you away from who you really are. But Stoicism, the philosophy of giants like Marcus Aurelius, whispers an unshakable truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't some dry theory. It's a practical plan to break free in the new year, ditch distractions, and live true to your values. Take J.K. Rowling. Once broke, jobless, and desperate, she chose to focus on herself, writing every day despite the odds. That choice turned her into a global icon. The lesson? Growth begins with a single decision, and you can make that decision right now to craft your own 2025. This is a full Stoic journey. Principles, habits, tools, and real-life stories from icons to ignite your fire. Together with Daily Stoic Quotes, we'll turn ancient wisdom into modern strength so you can shine. Don't leave. Stay with us, because your 2025 starts right here. The Stoic Foundation. Mastering what you can control. 1. Understanding your power. To launch your Stoic journey in 2025, you first need to grasp a core truth: what you can control and what you can't. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's greatest minds, put it perfectly: some things are in our control and others are not. You can't change the weather, someone's opinion, or a project's outcome, but you can master your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Think about it. How often have you lost sleep over something beyond your reach? 2025 is your chance to flip the script. Stop wasting energy on the useless and channel it into how you face each day. This is the first pillar of self-mastery, a lesson so vital that without it, all your growth efforts are like building a house on sand. 2. Applying it in 2025. So, how do you make this real today? Picture this: you're criticized at work. You can't control the words thrown at you, but you can decide whether they spark anger or fuel your improvement. Stoicism doesn't tell you to ignore emotions. It urges you to steer them. In 2025, whenever a challenge strikes, pause and ask, what can I control here? If it's a no, let it go. If it's a yes, take action. Try it now. Recall a recent worry, write down what you can control, and feel the relief wash over you. This is how you snatch power back from the chaos out there and turn it into a springboard for progress. 3. The power of self-awareness. The second pillar of Stoicism is self-awareness, looking inward to truly know yourself. Marcus Aurelius didn't write meditations to impress anyone. He wrote it to reflect, forging inner strength like a blacksmith tempers steel. Self-awareness isn't just about spotting your strengths. It's about facing your flaws head-on, fearless. Are you lazy? Do you procrastinate? Staring those weaknesses down is the first step to change. The lesson is crystal clear. You can't grow if you don't know who you are. In 2025, wield self-awareness as your weapon. It'll guide you through the toughest days with unmatched clarity. 4. A practical challenge. Ready to turn theory into action? Here's your challenge. Grab a piece of paper today and list 5 things you want to improve in 2025. Maybe patience, discipline, or focus. Don't stop there, write why. For example, I want to stop procrastinating because it robs me of opportunities. This simple act doesn't just reveal who you are. It lays the groundwork for lasting growth. Marcus Aurelius didn't craft meditations in a day. He built it step by step, day by day. You can too. Start small, but start now. This is how you plant the seeds for a stronger 2025. 5. Real-life story: Nelson Mandela. Need proof of this power? Look at Nelson Mandela. Locked away for 27 years, he had no physical freedom, yet he never surrendered his mental freedom. Mandela turned inward, writing, reflecting, and holding fast to his spirit instead of letting hatred consume him. This daily habit of self-reflection forged an unbreakable leadership identity, transforming him from a prisoner into a global symbol of peace. When freed, he didn't choose revenge, he chose forgiveness, a choice born from a mind honed over decades. The takeaway for 2025? When you master your thoughts and reactions, no adversity can stop your growth. Mandela did it, you can too. 6. 2025. A year of new beginnings. All this brings us to a Stoic truth. Every day is a gift to shape your fate. 2025 isn't just a number on the calendar. It's your perfect chance to reborn. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy life, but it hands you the tools to make every moment count. Commit to yourself today. The next 365 days won't slip by in regret or distraction. They'll be a journey of purposeful self-mastery. From this foundation, we'll build a Stoic mindset next, one that turns hardships into fuel for growth. Get ready. The ride's just beginning. The Stoic mindset, reframing life for growth. Seeing opportunity in adversity. With the foundation of control in place, it's time to elevate your mindset with Stoicism. Seneca said it best, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Think of this as a gym for your soul. Stoics don't dodge challenges. They embrace them as workouts for character. Failure, loss, or stress aren't enemies. They're your strictest teachers. In 2025, when you hit a setback, say losing a job or a breakup, don't drown in regret. Ask instead, what can I learn from this? This is how you turn life's punches into chances to rise stronger. Applying it in 2025. Imagine you aim to run a marathon in 2025, but on day one, you collapse after a single kilometer. Instead of quitting, the Stoic mindset says, see this as a chance to know your limits and push past them. Each slow step teaches patience and grit. Apply this daily. A tight deadline becomes a focused drill. An argument tests your calm. In 2025, train yourself to view every hurdle through a positive lens. This shift makes the year a non-stop growth spree. Embracing fate with Amor Fati. A cornerstone of Stoicism is Amor Fati, loving your fate. This isn't passive surrender. It's actively welcoming every experience as part of your growth story, rather than raging when plans crash, like a canceled flight or a failed project. Hunt for the lesson and charge forward. If a job rejection stings in 2025, don't wallow. Ask, what door does this open? Amor Fati insists everything has value, even if it's hidden at first. This is how you forge strength from suffering, a mindset to redefine your year. A practical challenge. To live Amor Fati, try this today. Write down a recent struggle, maybe a fight or a work blunder. Then list 3 ways it made you stronger. For instance, my boss criticized me, but it sharpened my communication. This flips negative memories into fuel. Do it regularly in 2025. Log the lesson every time trouble hits. This is how you train your mind to find light in the darkest corners. Real life story, Michael Jordan. Need evidence? Check out Michael Jordan. Cut from his high school basketball team, he could have called it quits. Instead, he turned rejection into drive, practicing relentlessly every day. Facing hardship head-on forged his iron will, lifting him from a nobody to a global legend. He said, I've failed over and over. That's why I succeeded. The 2025 takeaway? Failure isn't a wall, it's fuel. Use it to conquer your biggest goals this year. Living with gratitude. Another Stoic gem is gratitude. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Modern life fixates on what's missing: money, time, chances. Stoicism flips that. Focus on what you have: breath, a home, a quiet morning. Gratitude doesn't just cheer you up. It builds a rock-solid mind ready for anything. In 2025, make it a habit. Every morning, jot down 3 things you're thankful for. A coffee, your health, anything. This anchors you in unshakable strength. Facing impermanence. Finally, Stoicism confronts impermanence. Everything outside, wealth, fame, even loved ones, is fleeting. Only your mind endures. Steve Jobs lived this. He kept life simple, pouring himself into Apple's creations over material hoarding. Facing cancer, he didn't cling to what was slipping away. He left a legacy through his work. The 2025 lesson? Don't chase the ephemeral, grow what's within, the one thing truly yours. Next, we'll dive into habits to make 2025 your year. Stoic habits for growth in 2025. Habit 1. Emotional mastery. Stoicism doesn't demand numbness. It teaches you to feel emotions but let reason steer. When anger or sadness hits, don't ride the wave. Pause, breathe for 10 seconds, and choose your response. Oprah Winfrey lived this. Surviving a traumatic childhood, she mastered her emotions through meditation and reflection, turning pain into the fuel for her media empire. In 2025, meditate 5 minutes daily. It's your shield against emotional storms, the first step to self-mastery. Habit 2. Guard your attention. Epictetus warned, "You become what you give your attention to." In a world of pings and scrolling, distraction is your enemy. Shut off your phone. Pick a Stoic book over TikTok. Tim Ferriss nailed this writing The 4-Hour Workweek, using the 80-20 rule to focus on what mattered. In 2025, carve out one phone-free hour daily for deep work. Writing, learning, thinking. Start today. Focus will become your superpower. Habit 3. Embrace discomfort. Seneca said, "Fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men." Don't dodge hardship, face it. Try cold showers, running, or public speaking. Push your edges. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson turned a football failure into relentless training, rising to Hollywood stardom. In 2025, tackle one tough thing weekly, write an essay, learn a skill, starting January. This forges an iron will to crush any obstacle. Habit 4. Relentless execution. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Don't discuss what a good man is, be one." Actions define you, not intentions. Pick a big goal, writing a book, hitting the gym, and start today. Elon Musk kept pushing SpaceX despite exploding rockets, making space dreams real. In 2025, set a first-step deadline. Finish by January 15th. Small, steady moves lead to epic heights. Habit 5. Build a system. Seneca noted, "Luck is preparation meeting opportunity." Success isn't chance, it's habits. Schedule it. Wake early, exercise, deep work, track it in a journal. Barack Obama thrived as president with a tight routine, balancing insane pressure. In 2025, craft a weekly plan for January. Start January 1st. A solid system turns dreams into reality. No inspiration needed. Habit 6. Mindful presence. Stoics say the present is all, past and future are out of reach. Focus on the small stuff, eating, working without wandering. Serena Williams mastered this in tennis, zeroing in on each shot to beat the pressure. In 2025, practice mindfulness 10 minutes daily. Start tomorrow. Living now maxes out every second of your year. Habit 7. Cultivate gratitude. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, gratitude is fullness. Each night, write 3 things you're thankful for: health, a smile, a calm day. Ariana Huffington rebuilt her life post-burnout with gratitude, founding Thrive Global. In 2025, start a gratitude journal January 1st. Keep it all year. This builds a positive mind, primed for any challenge. Stoic tools to overcome 2025 challenges. Overcoming distraction. Distraction rules today's world. The Stoic tool negative visualization, picturing lost time, makes you value it. Steve Jobs cut noise to create at Apple, living each day like his last. In 2025, ditch social media one day weekly. Reclaim focus for what counts. Handling stress. Premeditatio malorum, mentally prepping for trouble, is Stoicism's stress buster. Kobe Bryant used game pressure to sharpen his mind, becoming a basketball legend. In 2025, list 3 worst-case scenarios: job loss, illness, and solutions. Do it early January. Prep keeps you cool in any storm. Ignoring judgment. When criticized, ask, does this fit my values? Beyoncé shrugged off naysayers to chase her art, becoming a global icon. In 2025, pause, assess, and stay your course when judged. Others' opinions don't define you, your actions do. Facing failure. Amor Fati, loving failure, turns pain into power. Thomas Edison flopped thousands of times before the light bulb, seeing each miss as progress. In 2025, log every failure and its lesson. A botched project, a rejection. This builds a foundation for bigger wins. Conclusion, your Stoic legacy in 2025. Recapping the journey. We've walked a Stoic path to prep for 2025. A year to master yourself and live your potential. 7 habits form your legacy's bricks. Emotional control, guarded focus. Embracing discomfort, relentless action. A solid system, present living, and gratitude. The core Stoic truth, control is yours. 2025 isn't for regret. It's your stage to shine. This journey's just starting. Each day is a shot to etch your name in greatness. Long-term vision. Picture this. Apply these habits for a month. How much changes? Multiply that by 12. Where are you by December 2025? A finished book? A fitter you? A calm mind? Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Don't debate, do." If you stick with it, 2025 becomes an epic chapter, not just a year. Real life story. Maya Angelou. Look at Maya Angelou. Born into poverty, scarred by abuse and racism, she had every excuse to quit. But she focused inward, writing and reflecting daily, turning wounds into poetry like I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. She said, "You may not control every situation, but you can control how you respond." That's Stoicism, small steps to greatness. In 2025, start with one habit, one day, build your legacy like she did. Take action now. What's your 2025 legacy? Peace? Strength? Achievement? Stoicism says, start today. Pick one habit, gratitude notes, or a distraction-free hour, and try it this week. See the magic unfold. Small steps today shape the grand house you'll build this year. Join us at Daily Stoic Quotes. Step up now, and Daily Stoic Quotes is with you. Loved this? Hit like to let us know. Subscribe for more Stoic steps, weekly lessons, stories, and tools to keep your fire burning. Drop a comment. Which habit are you starting in 2025? We want your story. Our community thrives on shared growth. Picture looking back on 2025 with pride, not regret. With Daily Stoic Quotes, we don't just talk philosophy, we live it. Make 2025 the year you don't just live, you shine. Ready? It starts now.